at home, be at home, but don't stop learning, because knowledge is power. And though we are at home, we should know one thing: this time, this crisis will go, and we'll be again joining schools, and we'll be learning in the school, in the tuition classes. But until then, let's keep learning at home. Here is today's subject, grammar. Today we will learn question tag. You have learned question tag. This you can think as revision, or this you can think as learning. It depends on whether you have forgotten or whether you remember. That's another matter, but let's start. You know, a question tag is a small question which is added to the end of a statement. If the statement is positive, the question tag is negative. And if the statement is negative, the question tag is positive. When the statement is positive and when you want to make a question tag, you must use this formula. This is auxiliary, helping verb. Then you add NT and then subject. This subject is always a pronoun. Let me repeat. This subject is always a pronoun. Like here. In this place, you have to use one of these 8 words. I, we, you, they, he, she, it, there. One of the 8 words you have to use here. And here, auxiliary, helping verb, you have to use one of these 24. You can write this down in your notebook, these auxiliaries and these subjects. Now, let us learn practically, taking some examples. Okay? So, here I start. Now, we will start learning with examples. Before you start, remember this point. There are some statements in which there are auxiliaries. We will learn such statements first. Here are 3 examples given, and in all of them you will find auxiliary or helping verb. In the first sentence, was is the auxiliary. In the second sentence, were is the auxiliary. And in the third sentence, is the auxiliary. So, when you are joining a question tag, try to remember that these are all positive statements. And for positive statements, the question tag is negative. And to make a negative question tag, you must find out first auxiliary in the sentence. Because the formula, you know, auxiliary plus NT plus subject is the formula. So let's find the auxiliary was. To make it negative, add NT and then take the subject. Subject is always a pronoun. So the subject here is he. And the question tag is wasn't he is the question tag. Move to the next one. You are jogging. Now you can see very easily, were is the auxiliary. And when you want to make question tag for this sentence, you have to take were, then add NT, and then the subject. The subject is you. And the question tag is weren't you. And now move to the last sentence. One more thing you can notice in this sentence. The auxiliary is the subject is not a pronoun here. In the previous 2 sentences, the subjects were pronoun, but here the subject is a noun. So let's see how to make a pronoun or use a pronoun for this noun. First step is to make it negative, and NT isn't. House is a non-living thing. And for one non-living thing, you know, it, it is taken. So the question tag is, isn't it? So the question tag is, isn't it? Try to just give attention once again that the subject is always a pronoun. Even if the sentence has noun, you have to convert, you have to transform that noun into a pronoun. I think you understand, and let's move to the next part. Look, in these sentences, the subject is, if you look carefully, in the first sentence, the subject is there. In the next statement, the subject is a noun, coronavirus. And in the next sentence, the subject is lockdown. So, in the sentence number 5 and 6, the subjects are nouns. And in the sentence 4, the subject is a pronoun. Okay, so let's make question tag for this. All of them are positive statements, so the negative question tags will come. Take the auxiliary first. Should, if you add nt, it will become shouldn't, and the subject is a pronoun, so you have to keep it as it is. There's no change. This word there can be a subject in a question tag, always remember. And then move to the next one. Coronavirus may disappear. What is the auxiliary here? May is the auxiliary, that's right. And to make it negative, you just add nt, and the subject is coronavirus. Coronavirus is one. Okay, so you take the pronoun it. Meant it is the question tag. And the next sentence, the auxiliary is has. So take it as it is. To make it negative, add nt, and the subject is lockdown. It is one non-living, that is why the pronoun it is used here. I think you understand. And before we move to the next, let me remind you one more thing. When you are making question tag, try to know the basic things. For example, auxiliaries and subjects. As subjects, if you know 8 words, you will never make a wrong question tag. If you know the 24 auxiliaries, your question tag will never be wrong. Students, let's move to the next examples. Now you can see here, we have taken some statements which are negative ones, and all of them have got auxiliaries. So the first statement, the women cannot stay here, is negative, because of this. The second, because of this, and third, because of this. The word not makes these 3 statements negative. And as we have already learned, a negative statement will have positive question tag. And you know the formula also, auxiliary plus subject. So let's find auxiliaries first. Here the auxiliary is can. So I can take it. And then the subject. Subject is women, but it is a noun. And we need pronoun. You just give attention, women. It is plural. Many females. So you have to take this pronoun, they. Why they? Because the noun is plural. For plural noun, you have to use this pronoun, they. So the question tag is, can they? Move to the next one. The auxiliary is will. And when you add will, it is the first part, auxiliary you have taken. Now you have to take pronoun. Here again the subject is noun, but you can easily convert it into a pronoun. Woman is one, So the pronoun is she. So the question tag is will she? And here the third sentence, the auxiliary is shall. You have to take it. And the subject is may. Now may means many, plural. Again you know that for plural noun the pronoun they is taken. So the question tag is shall they. First question tag, can they. Auxiliaries can, subject women, many. Second sentence, will is the auxiliary, subject is woman, one, that is why the pronoun she. In this sentence, auxiliary is shall and the subject is may, plural now. That is why again the pronoun they is used here. I hope you understand it. Let's move next and look at some more examples. You can see that the first statement is negative. You know why? Won't is there. Fifth statement is positive because there is no negative word. Okay? And sixth sentence is negative because there is shan't. Let me tell you one more thing. You have already learnt that when a statement is negative, in such statements there are these words: empty, not, never, nothing, no, neither, hardly. Remember that this word, though it looks positive, it's a negative word. Hardly is equal to not. Hardly means not. So you know that these words make a statement negative. If you know this, then let's move to make the question tag for these statements. If you want, you can note down these words. These words make a statement negative. Empty actually is the short form of not. Then never, nothing, no, neither, hardly, no, none. These all words are negative words. They make a statement negative. Take them down and then we will start making the question tag of these statements. Let's tackle the first sentence. The statement is negative and you need a positive question tag. You know the formula: auxiliary plus subject. What is the auxiliary here? The auxiliary here is not clear, but you can understand very easily that won't is the short form and the long form is will not. So the auxiliary is will. And the subject is winter, one singular noun, so it. This is the question tag for the first statement. Let's see the second one. The second sentence is positive. So you have to write a negative question tag. And you know the formula: auxiliary plus empty plus subject. Now if you take am and then add empty, you may write something like this. But remember, this is wrong because am plus empty is aren't. This is right. So the question tag for this sentence is aren't I. Aren't I is the question tag. Now let's move to the next sentence. The sentence is negative, so the question tag will be positive. Can you find out the auxiliary from this? Yes, it's very easy. Shan't is the short form of shall not. So the question tag, the auxiliary is shall, and the subject is a plural noun. So the pronoun for it is they. Shall they? Give careful attention to these things. We will see something more about this. We will learn something more about these combinations. Okay, after this. So let's move to the next one. Before we take examples, more examples, please note this down. This is very important because if you don't know am and nt combine together to make aren't, then you may make mistake. Will combines with nt and it becomes won't. Shall combines with nt and it becomes shan't. Can combines with nt, but instead of two n's, only one n is kept. Okay. You can just see that these four auxiliaries become different when nt is added to them. Except these four, the remaining 20 auxiliaries, always remember, the remaining 20 auxiliaries don't make any change in their spellings when nt is added. So you can tell me would plus nt is equal to, yes, right, wouldn't. May plus nt is equal to, exactly, mayn't. And could plus nt is equal to, couldn't. And ought plus nt is equal to, oughtn't. Yes, that's the point you should remember. Only four auxiliaries have these changes. The remaining 20 auxiliaries don't have got any change in their spelling when they combine with nt. Now let's learn statements which have no auxiliaries. Remember, before this we have learned how to add questions to the statements which have auxiliaries. If you look at these examples, in these examples auxiliaries are not there, helping verbs are not there. When such is the case, when there is no auxiliary in a statement, you just find out the verb form in the sentence. In the first, lives is the verb form. In the second, play is the verb form. In the third, developed is the verb form. Look carefully and you can see that this is V1, first form of the verb, and S is added. It can have also ES. Look at this. This is V1, first form of the verb. And look at this. This is the second form of the verb. If you look carefully, again, this first form of verb has got S. It can have ES also. This is first form and this is second form. When the first form comes in a sentence, instead of it, you have to take does. When first form and S comes or ES comes, then take does. When first form comes without S or ES, then you have to take do. And when the second form comes, you have to take did. So let's use this and make question tags of these sentences. Okay? Now you know that the first sentence V1 plus S is there. So it is now very easy for me to take the auxiliary. The auxiliary is does. but the sentence is positive. So the question tag should be negative. Doesn't. And the subject is train. One. So the pronoun is it. Now the second sentence. The verb is V1. So you can check do for it. Again the sentence is positive. So make it negative. Don't. And the subject is boys, plural noun. So the pronoun will be they. And the last sentence, the verb is past tense verb, or V2 you can call second form of the verb. And when the verb is second form or past tense, you have to take did. So let's take did. The statement is positive, question tag will be negative. Didn't. And the subject is rode, singular noun. So the pronoun is it. So these are the question tags. Remember, when there are no auxiliaries, if the statements are without auxiliaries, then you will have to use this trick. You have to use this method. If the statement has verb number 1 or first form of a verb with S or ES, take does like this. If the statement has first form of the verb, then take do. And if the statement has past tense verb or second form of the verb, take did like this in this sentence. I hope you understand. Students, let's look at these examples. The first sentence is negative because of this word, so the question tag is positive. Take the auxiliary verb and the subject there. So the question tag is were there. Look at the second example. It is positive statement, so the question tag will be negative, but there is no auxiliary. You can see that this is V1, first form of the verb, so you can take do and add nt, don't, and the subject is pronoun already, so you take it as it is, don't read. The next one, the sentence is negative, you know this, so the question tag will be positive. Take the auxiliary did and the subject party, noun, singular noun, so the pronoun is it. In the next sentence, thus the people rushed in. Thus verb is V2 or past tense form. So you have to take the auxiliary did and the sentence is positive. So the question tag will be negative, didn't, and the subject people, plural noun. So you have to take they. In the last sentence, there is no auxiliary. The sentence is positive. So first find out the auxiliary. There is V1 plus S. V1 plus S. So you have to take does. The sentence is positive, make it negative, doesn't. And the girl, one female, is she. This is the pronoun. So now you know that making question tag is very easy if you look for some particular things, auxiliary and subject, which is always a pronoun. Well, the student, I know that you must have enjoyed this lecture. If you have got any doubts, you can send your doubts on the group and I will be always happy to solve your doubts. But now that you have learned this grammar part, question tag, go back and watch the video very carefully and prepare. Do the practice by writing. Don't give attention to what the rules are. Rules are there, but according to the rules there are some examples. You try to solve the examples as many as possible so that the rule should be a part of your knowledge. make this video a part of your knowledge and not just a slight revision. I hope you have enjoyed, and I hope that you will make the sufficient practice, and with this I say goodbye and we'll see. Thank you very much for attending this lecture, attend this video as many times as possible. Thank you once again.